Hey everybody, welcome to She Builds Tech Skills North America. I am Candace Bohannon and I'm really excited to be here with you today co-hosting this episode. I am a solutions architect at AWS. I'm based in Minneapolis and I work with large enterprise customers. I've been working here for about a year and a half. I got involved with She Builds just because I really think it's an important effort for us all to kind of increase the diversity in the technical field, especially when it comes to women, kind of try to get us up to that 50-50 gender equality sort of thing. And you may have even seen me from a different episode. I got to do a behind the scenes at reInvent, and that was a lot of fun. So just a quick little plug for our She Builds YouTube channel. You can check out that behind the scenes at reInvent as well as our past episodes by going here to our YouTube channel for She Builds. So that is a little bit about me. And now I'm going to stop talking for a moment and hand it over to Raj, my amazing co-host, so you can introduce yourself as well.
Thanks, Candice. Hi, everyone. Hope you're having a great 2023 so far. My name is Rajeshwari Malade. I go by Raj. I'm a principal solutions architect here with AWS, and I'm based out of our New York office. I have been with AWS for 4.5 years, and I primarily work with our enterprise customers here in the US East region. Um, so before we go further, I wanted to share why I joined the She Builds program and what I see it offers. Currently, we see that we have quite a bit of underrepresentation of women in technology, and that's a well-known issue. And we have many efforts to increase the number of women in technology. A diverse workforce helps drive innovation, and it also brings new perspectives to the field. So, one way to inspire more women to pursue different careers and roles in technology is by sharing the personal stories and experiences of successful women in the field through initiatives such as the She Builds episodes. So, these can help break these stereotypes and show that the women can thrive in technology careers. So that is the reason I joined She Builds program, and I'm very excited to be here on my first episode co-hosting this She Builds Tech Skills North America. So there's another person we would like to introduce today. So our moderator, Asra, she is helping us in the background, and she'll be helping us answering any questions that you may have. So please remember to post your questions in the chat.
Yeah. So yeah, very exciting. We're all very excited to be here. We'll try to keep an eye on the chat as we go through. So definitely feel free to jump in and ask questions and things like that. And just to kind of kick us off and get us a little bit more comfortable and get to know each other a little bit better on this little stream here, let's go to a quick question to the audience. So it is January. It's the end of January. Most people make New Year's resolutions. Well, let's say half of people make New Year's resolutions and like 20% actually keep them. So post in the chat, what are some of your New Year's resolutions? What's something that you are trying to do to kind of better yourself this year? And as we see some of those coming in, I do see a few comments coming in maybe. I'll tell you that I'm not that great at New Year's resolutions. I'm not good at doing something every single day. My day changes from day to day. And so I have goals for the year. One of my goals is to just be a little bit healthier. So I'm cutting meat. I don't eat meat every day. It's more of a rare thing, both for health reasons and the environment and that sort of thing. I also am really adamant about learning. Like I'm a lifelong learner. And as part of my job, I need to stay up to date on AWS stuff. And so I'm after that tacky, beautiful golden jacket. If you watch my behind the scenes at reInvent, I want that gold jacket. And you get that gold jacket when you earn all 12 of the AWS certs. So that's my big goal for the year, and just to try to be a little bit healthier overall. How about you, Raj? Do you have any resolutions that you're working on this year?
Yeah. We got a Peloton actually for the holidays. And then this year I have been actually trying again. I have similar health goals like you. So I've been trying to get on it for at least 30 minutes before I start my work day. So that's what I'm doing.
Nice. I see a comment. Aaron Hunter, thanks so much. I need that gold jacket. I'm going to wear it at reInvent next year. So, how to pass an interview for AWS. That's a good one. That's a good one. I think there's a lot of Medium articles and things like that. I don't have any solid recommendations. Check the leadership principles and look on Medium, I would guess.
All right. Well, coming to today's episode, we bring a great story from Brightside. So, Brightside created a financial care, a very new category of employee benefits to help paychecks go farther for the 7 in 10 working families living paycheck to paycheck. So, since their foundation in 2018, Brightside has helped thousands of families save more than 1,200 annually. So this has resulted in improved productivity and workforce retention, and at the same time lowering healthcare costs as well. So let's hear their full story here.
Great. I'm going to play this video. Bear with me just a sec. Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of AWS She Builds Tech Skills North America. I'm Candace Bohannon, and we're here today with Rohini Badwal, the Director of Product at Brightside. Rohini's going to tell us a bit more about the company, but as a high-level introduction to Brightside, this company is really innovative. They've created a brand new category of employee benefits that they call financial care. And this area of benefits helps working families who are living paycheck to paycheck to better manage their finances. It's a great mission. So Rohini, so glad you could be here with us today. As we kind of kick things off, let's talk a little bit about you. Could you tell us a bit about your background and how you came to be into your current role at Brightside?
Thank you for having me, Candace. I really appreciate that. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rohini Badwal, and I'm the Director of Product Management at Brightside, and I'm responsible for data products to enhance our client intelligence and client journey at Brightside. Prior to Brightside, I was a VP of Product Development at JP Morgan, and I developed products for the blockchain network and platform built by JP Morgan to facilitate peer-to-peer information exchange between large global financial institutions. I started my career in technology, working for a large financial institution on a financial database. Then I moved to a credit card company where I did card issuance and moved to product at that time, doing a mobile wallet for international markets. My current role at Brightside is working on all data-related products to get our client insights to ensure we are providing personalized and exceptional client experience and demonstrating the value of our financial care model to our clients. Financial care is something that I'm really passionate about, and that is why I joined Brightside.
That's really great. Love to hear those, career journeys. So thanks for sharing that with us. Let's talk a little bit more about financial care. So it's a new area. Brightside invented it. So can you tell us a little bit more about what does that actually mean and how is Brightside unique in this space?
Sure. So Brightside created financial care. It's a new category of employee benefits to help paychecks go further for 7 in 10 working families who are living paycheck to paycheck. Our mission is to provide financial care to our customers. Our human financial assistants provide personalized care to our customers and help them overcome any financial challenges on their road to financial health. Our customers are large employers who provide this benefit to their employees so they can then get on their journey to financial care. The employees who are eligible for this benefit will reach out to Brightside via the app or sign up for Brightside services, and they will then be helped through a human financial assistant to help them for whatever financial need they have at that time. So that's our mission overall, to help these people who are looking for the personalized care to help them overall on their financial health journey.
That's super neat. So a thing that I'm hearing you say a lot is the human side of things, right? But I know that you're built on data, like this is a very scientific data-based thing. So can you talk a little bit about how you take all of these data sources, maybe mention a couple of your data sources, and how you kind of get that ready and create that into a human-focused customer experience?
Sure. Our data comes from all the interactions that a client will have with the financial assistant. This could be chat, calls, emails, and all those interactions they have with the app, and any of the metrics or personalized attributes that the financial assistant will go into the CRM, which then gets passed on to our data lake, the raw zone that we have in our data lake, where we then look at all the data that is coming into our raw zone and transform it based on any business rules that we have into our silver zone, which is ready for insights that can be either for our internal stakeholders or for our external stakeholders. We curate this data in the silver zone, and then we have a metrics ready layer for our analytics team, which is the gold. So we are redoing our data ecosystem with the medallion architecture on a new platform, and we see that this can then provide the insights that the financial assistant need for the personalized journey that every client is looking for.
Excellent. That is super interesting. I'm really looking forward to our next episode with Jackie, your CTO, when we get more into some of these details. But before we kind of do any of that, can you tell us a little bit more about why you chose AWS? Of course, it's my favorite cloud, but what made you decide to go with AWS?
So we're a small company. We decided to just use one cloud provider, and AWS was our cloud provider as we started the company. And all the products that we use are AWS related, whether it's upstream for our app related products or data storage products. We are just using AWS. For a smaller company, it is hard to have multiple cloud providers because it adds to the maintenance and cost of it. So we decided to use just one cloud provider for our maintenance and the other needs that AWS provides to us is not just data related. We will then be using additional products like AWS Connect for some of our transcription services that we will use. And all that data will then flow into our medallion architecture for analysis, sentiment analysis. All those things will then provide even for further personalized care for our human financial assistants, because personal finance can be an emotional journey for people. And when they connect with a human and the human understands what their needs are at any given point of time, that's what provides them to move further in their financial journey towards financial health. So some of the things that we've learned throughout this journey is that as clients come to us and work with our financial assistants, they go onto their journey of financial wellness. They could improve their credit scores. They become active savers. With one customer, we learned that 40% of the people or the clients who came to us became active savers, which then becomes like a great metric for us to showcase. Plus, it is a good financial health journey for them to follow to become savers, which then will not have them have a money emergency in the future. So those are things we're constantly looking for in the journey for our clients.
That's very, very interesting. And I like that you're able to measure the success. Like it's not just human side of, qualitative things. You're also measuring with how many people become savers and things like that. So are there any other metrics that you're also tracking to kind of measure the success of Brightside?
So for us, the journey is how many of them are engaging with us, how many of them are then becoming active savers, do they improve their credit scores, did they reach their financial wellness goal, did they improve their stress levels, because when somebody gets into a money emergency, the stress level for that employee or client goes up. Are we helping them get that down, which then is a benefit that which shows up in productivity metrics for the employer, because then the burden of all of the help that we provide them, they can then focus on their work. So some of these metrics that we're sharing, we then share with our employers to make them understand how their employees are showing up to work with less stress and on their way to financial health.
Awesome. Love quantifying. That always makes me pretty excited. I love the data. But let's also talk a little bit more about the people inside of Brightside. Can you talk about how you, as a woman leader in fintech, like how do you lead cultural changes? How do you train up your teams? And like, have you ever had a little bit of imposter syndrome? I know it's a thing that some people experience. So how do you deal with all of that sort of thing? How do you be a great woman leader?
So when I started with Brightside, the mission and the vision for my leader, Jackie, was that we want to make sure that the data we have, we're using it in a purposeful way for providing the insights to our financial assistants. So one of the things that I did as I joined Brightside is look at what we currently have. What are the deficiencies in the current ecosystem and platform that we have, and then transition it to our current medallion architecture for the why we need to do this, and help leadership understand what it'll take for us to get from point A, our current state, to our future state. That was something that I led. I have worked with a data engineering team, and we did have to hire a few additional data engineers to walk us through this journey. But talking about the imposter syndrome, I have been in technology previously, so I understand the data. I understand how data needs to be and what it takes to get it in a state for that is usable for insights. And so I didn't have that imposter syndrome that you're talking about, Candace, because of my data background in my roles earlier. But I did have to we did have to work with leadership to organize our team in a different way. So now I just focus on the platform and data ecosystem capabilities that I will build. And then I partner with the analytics team very, very closely to make sure that they are able to get to the data in a way that will provide the insights. So a little bit of a platform transformation, but a little bit of the people transformation as well led us to where we are in providing this transition from our old state to our current new state that we will be in.
That is awesome. I love it when a company can just keep reinventing and use new technologies and things like that. So are you hiring? Could we maybe show a link where people can go and find out more information about Brightside?
Yes, we are. We are hiring in our engineering team. We are also hiring data engineer in my team. Yes, absolutely. Please go check out gobrightside.com careers page. We have our open positions there.
Excellent. We will definitely show that here to our our viewers right below. So, Rohini, I really appreciate the time that you've spent with us today. I really enjoyed learning more about financial care, what you do at Brightside, a little bit about your technology. So I just want to thank you for being with us today, and put in a little plug for our next episode when we dive deeper into the technology that's really powering your financial care platform. So thanks so much for being with us today, Rohini. And, I hope you have a great day.
Thank you so much for having me, Candace. I think when Jackie comes in next time, he will talk about the detailed technology. He will talk about the detailed medallion architecture and all the AWS platform that we use for end-to-end technology. That would be a great episode.
Excellent. Can't wait. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Candace. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a great story that Rohini went over. Let's dive a bit deeper on what we have learned. But before we do that, our moderator, Asra, she's actually providing some of the links for Brightside. So if you are interested in their company website or their career space, so you should find that in the chat. Thanks, Asra.
Yeah.
So just to recap what we learned, right? So Brightside Financial Care Program, they effectively utilize the data from various sources, the chat, the email, the CRM systems, and also the other enterprise systems to develop their data products. And by applying data transformation and machine learning, they were able to provide valuable insights to their human assistants and help them being more effective. So then these human assistants then use the information to offer a very personalized care to families experiencing stress, helping them after their financial, helping them with altering their financial habits and improving their overall financial situation. So I think that's a great story. And Rohini, as a director of the product management for data and products, she was very instrumental utilizing her extensive background that she had in data and finance to aid in the development of the financial care program at Brightside. So, Candice, what are some of your key takeaways? And
Yeah.
while we hear from Candice, I would also like our audience to post any takeaways that you have. If you can just post them in our chat, anything that resonated with you, that will be great.
Yeah. So I would plus one what you just said. I'm all about data. The certs that I have already are the data certs, machine learning, those sort of things. So I think it's just super fascinating when we can take hard, zeros and ones, like things that are very structured, and then turn those into something that is human. I like the area of affective computing. I find that really, really fascinating. We go from like numbers and make it like smushy and lovable human type of thing. So I think that is really amazing. So definitely plus one on all the things you said. And then from a career perspective, something that kind of shocked me, you could almost see it in the interview. Rohini does not experience imposter syndrome. And I was like, oh, okay. That's something that I deal with kind of fairly often, weekly or so. So I thought that was super fascinating that she is just that she's on it that well. Like she knows her stuff and she knows that she knows her stuff. And so I think that's really great. And just kind of one of those spots that I wanted to double down on and show that, we're all a little bit different. And that is great. So, whether you do have imposter syndrome or not, you like data or front end, whatever it is, like there's probably something for you within the tech space. So those were a couple of those key takeaways that I thought were interesting that we should kind of double click on.
Excellent, excellent. So let's see what our audience have to say. Anything that people want to call out?
Looks a little quiet. Anna's excited about the careers page. Let me post it for you again.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Something we didn't actually give you a heads up about, audience. So a little bit, I hope you're paying attention. We actually have a question of the day. So if you've watched some of our previous episodes, you maybe knew that this might be coming, but we have a question of the day, and we want to ask you a question. And if you are the first person to get it right, you get a very special prize. So Raj, do you want to introduce a little bit? You want to talk a little bit more about our question of the day, the prize, talk through that at all?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we have a surprise question of the day. At the end of it, we give out a prize that will give you a certain amount of credit in your AWS account, so you can go there and experiment more and try on cool stuff on AWS. So I hope our audience was paying attention. So the question of the day today, if you are paying attention, is we would like you to name the architecture pattern that is used for the data platform at Brightside. So Rohini mentioned that a few times in her talk. So again, if I just to repeat the question, we would like you to answer what is the name of the architecture pattern that is used for the data platform at Brightside. So you can post your answers in the chat.
Then as that's coming through, I do see another question from Anna, our most active audience member here. How do you suggest finding a mentor for a deep dive in AWS architecture? One, I would say reach out to your SA, your solutions architect, someone like Raj or me or Yusra. We can help you with whatever architecture decisions you're kind of thinking through. So reach out if you do have an account team, do it that way. And we also have within She Builds, we have a mentorship work stream, I think is how we call it. So She Builds is a really large program. And so there's probably some more information that we can share around finding that mentor or doing the Cloud Up, Skill Up certification challenge, those sort of things. So there are lots of things in the She Builds bucket. So start with anyone that you might know from AWS. You can talk to your account team or maybe reach out to me or Raj on LinkedIn. I know I'm pretty active on LinkedIn. So just start that way. Just reach out. How can you be part of the show? So here, I have another banner for you. So if you have suggestions on speaker nominations or what we should talk about next, again, one great way to get started is through your account team. Just try to start that way, but you can also reach us directly, Raj and me and Yusra and our whole entire core team here at She Builds Tech Skills North America with this email address that is displayed in my banner below. shebuildsna@amazon.com. It goes to all of us, like 8 or 10 of us or something like that. So reach out. We would love to hear from you and whatever suggestions you have for the show or future speakers or anything like that.
Yeah, plus one that. So I think Esra will be posting our LinkedIn contacts shortly. So you can reach out to us on that, or you can actually reach us out on She Builds NA as well. That's another way. So definitely, I'm looking to hear more from what you think. Any responses on our question? Anyone wants to take a try?
Tell them what the prize is. Did we tell them? Tell them, Raj, what's our prize?
So our prize is, I don't think I can reveal the amount, but it is X number of dollars towards credits to your AWS account where you can try out stuff for free. So
it's the best way to learn. Just get on the console and do something.
Yeah. That's how everyone gets started, right? Just go there out, and that's the beauty of the cloud.
Absolutely. Pay for what you use. Only pay for what you use.
You want to give any hints, Candice?
So the architecture pattern that Rohini and Brightside use, she said it a few times. I'm worried I'm going to give it away. What is the name of the architecture pattern that is used for the data platform at Brightside? We're always multitasking. It's okay, Jennifer.
So I'll give a small hint. So the pattern that they used is a pattern that's typically used to organize your data in a data lake, especially there's a specific way people organize their data, right? Basically, you must have heard about we got the answer actually. Oh, fantastic.
Miss Capable, I think.
Excellent. We have a winner for that. Wow. So you should be getting the prize from our moderator today. And just to finish what I was saying earlier, so this is an architecture pattern in which you organize your data in a data lake. You must have heard about the bronze, the silver, and the gold zones as you move your data to the data lake and progress it through the various stages, doing ETL, cleansing it, enhancing it, all those great stages. So excellent. I'm very proud of our winner. And I hope everyone got to learn something today from the great story, and also, I think, also from the architecture question that we had. So,
yeah. Last call. Anything else we want to discuss? Anything that resonated with you from the video? I really like these banners, so I made them beforehand and I just keep popping them up. Anything that resonated with you that you want to talk about a little bit more in the comments, post it in there. We'll be here for another couple minutes or something like that. Anna and Mr. Checkox, please follow up with us and let's figure out how to get you more involved. She Builds NA at Amazon.com. So please reach out. Any final thoughts about how awesome Brightside is? Okay. Going once, going twice. Well, this was fun. This was my first episode to co-host here. So this has been a lot of fun. I really want to thank our core team behind the scenes who helps pull all this stuff off, updating the Splash That page, making flyers, posting on LinkedIn. I really appreciate all of you in the audience for being here with us today. And Raj has been my partner in crime through this whole thing. So I definitely very thankful for Raj and all of her help, and Yusra for just womaning the chat, because that's what we do at She Builds. We woman that chat, making sure you're getting the answers and links that you need. So these are all, it's really been a really great time. I do want to put in a quick plug for our next episode. Our next episode, you're going to see me and Raj again, and this time we're going to dive deep into that data medallion architecture. I almost spelled the question. And we're going to have Jackie, the CTO and co-founder from Brightside, come in and kind of walk us through how they do that bronze, silver, gold data cleansing along the way. So you can register. Oh, let me find that other thing. I'm going to put up a QR code so that you can register for our next episode. It will be same time, same place, boom, and February 14th. So not the exact same time, but that's what we have in store for you. So yeah, thank you all for being here. Any parting words from you, Raj?
Yeah, so our LinkedIn contacts, I see that Esra has posted. So definitely, if you have more questions, feel free to reach us on that or the email address, shebuildsna@Amazon. So, and then I'm very much looking forward to come back to this show. It was a great first show, Candace, working with you. I think I'm very much looking forward to come back to the next episode and talk to Jackie and learn how the architecture behind looks like, right? I am particularly interested in this use case because there is so much human element to it, and how we are helping the human assistants with data, with ML, with all the cool stuff that they have built on AWS. So I'm very much looking forward to the next episode.
Yeah, should be great. Thank you, everyone. And just have a great day. That's all I can say at the end. So thanks, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.